na-ekwu ọzọ na-eme asịghị a na-agụrụ akwụ nwanne ya na-eghe according to Igbo adage. A na-agụrụ akwụ nwanne ya na-eghe. Drop it at the comment section if you know the English interpreting. Me, I can't come and kill myself. Make us see what things happen. Alois is EJIOFOR. Yes, Abi. IFEANYI EJIOFOR. Yes, IFEANYI EJIOFOR. He don't carry waka. He don't scatter ground. He don't talk to say. Saying go visit Martin Namdekano. He don't tell him say make him come out to the general public. Say no more sit at home. Say na him be the trusted lawyer. Where go fees talk anything. The way Martin Namdekano take talk him. According to IFEANYI EJIOFOR, the special counsel have been a lead counsel. Okay, lead counsel. Or okay, I think lead counsel. Then if Aloysius Ejimako is a special counsel, then oga kpatakpata of them all come be Mike Ozekome, the SAN. What a word. Anyway, my wonderful people, we don't carry the waka come again. No, I beg, before I proceed, make I use this opportunity. Come question. Happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God it is a Friday. Today, na bam the night happen for every corner for our Igbo land. If the insecurity will allow us, and the corruption, and the rises of fuel, and the exchange rate, as a matter of fact, now, most of our bartenders where they around my area, no one call the name. Then they collect the dollars, so say they no one collect naira again. Say naira no get value. This life no go tire. This life, you don't tire people small. Anyway, before I proceed, I beg, make I use this very opportunity. Can't do what? Can't thank all my fans out there, both my viewers, my subscribers, those ones who know what I'm doing, and those ones who hate what I'm doing. All the same, I say, may the Almighty to go Gabiama. Bless you all and meet you at every point of your need. Let me hear a mighty amen at the comment section. Just know it that you can never fall victim of any kidnapping or any killings, even a molestation by our security personnel. My dear brothers and sisters, as long as you're hearing my voice this moment, it is gone. Believe it, say me talk, it is gone. I'm not a pastor, I'm not a prophet, but I see things. No more sit at home. IPOB lawyer EJIOFOR, after visiting Mazi Nnamdi, he warns the general public. So we're gonna take other headlines for you to know what you're expecting in this very news. At least it will give you the joy to watch the news or to drive from the beginning of the news until the end. But thank God you can never crash. Hey, Imo driver, he don't cross his family of 6. Bike man to death in Owerri State. Owerri Imo State. This one very bad sad news. That may the souls of those ones who have been crossed, may they rest in perfect peace. Look at this guy, very handsome man with all his family. Family of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus this one 6. He crossed them to death. And the guy himself now physically challenged. He have one hand. Oh, this life no balance. My dear brothers, rest in peace, God knows the best. Make gonna see this one though. The army, they don't come out now. Can't say they don't get any kind of association with the Asari Dokubo. They don't come out say even if Asari Dokubo say gay military, say nothing concern the Nigerian military or whatever. They don't come out, can't do what, can't deny Asari Dokubo, because Asari Dokubo let us know say he get in private army and in the work with Nigerian army according to the last news that he posted, and where he's boasting that even his army can defeat the J Republic, waiting for Nigerian government to give him go-ahead order. My dear brother, make sure that you say that can't even run. Make sure that you are front of that war you are claiming you want to go to fight. Onyara. Army has no pact with Asari Dokubo's security outfit, according to the military spokesperson. 3 persons have been have been killed, according to them. Every time, anytime they raided what they call it, a bandit hideout, or even couple ordinary petty thieves, they will name them IPOB. Make gonna see this one. It don't happen again in Enugu State. 3 killed as police raids suspected IPOB hideouts in Enugu State. How can IPOB are they hiding? That is the simple truth that these people can never tell the general public. IPOB is everywhere. They are not hiding. Biafrans is IPOB and IPOB is Biafrans. As simple as that. Make gonna get that one into your head. Just make gonna see country where the work. Jacob Zuma, will be ex-president of the South Africa, have been in prison since. After they found him corruption while in office, they are just released him from prison. Look at Nigeria, common ordinary local government chairman. They will find them corruption, they will be in their house. Once they are about to probe them, they will run to court. Then court will shed them and stop the probe. That is the simple truth. Jacob Zuma, a mighty head of state, will be South Africa, a country that is working well. Their president, the ex-president, is not being released from prison. Nigeria, what do we get from Nigeria? Imagine Tinubu going to probe his ally, will be Buhari, whereby Buhari have already made him to sign documents undertaking that he can never probe him anytime he get out from office, because he must hand over to him, and they signed it and sealed with a blood oath. Nigeria, and you tell me that this country, giant of Africa, won there. Dara. Just in, South Africa's ex-president Jacob Zuma released from prison. We have another situation as to handle. Reactions as Nigerian lawmakers stop policemen extorting money from passengers in Osun State. Well, that is the monster you people are creating, because they give them power. That is why they have the strength to do all these things. Because as we find him now, can you prosecute him? The answer is no. His oga at the top is waiting at the station to bring returns. Country will go better. Yeah. El-Rufai don't lose interest in President Tinubu's ministerial appointment. Recommend replacement. Even the replacement itself can never be taken, because snake begets snake and lion begets lion. According to my people, they say yes, that snake can never give birth to something that don't have a long tail. So how can you, if they reject you, they're supposed to reject your recommendation or appointee. So El-Rufai, abeg, kia, return to your home. According to Aisha Yusuf, she don't carry come again. She said they escaped bullet. Now they ended up in a nuclear blast. Aisha Yusuf reacts to high exchange rate, all in Nigeria. Explain to us why you have holiday allowance after collecting over 70 billion naira, according to Rufai Oseni of Arise TV to Akpabio goes well. Wahala be like bicycle. Government don't kidnap 10 people or be 10 persons. All happens in River State. Yes, on weekend, where are you? According to EJIOFOR, this one is a human rights lawyer. He said, and I quote, that the ECOWAS army that took Tinubu and the ECOWAS lacks what is called constitutional authority to do what? To invade the Niger Republic. My wonderful people, please, we are going straight to the news now. Do me one favor. Hit that subscription button. Like, comment. Oga pata, we view them all. Now share. Make sure you share this message. At least, make each person begin to share the message at least to 100 persons or 100 platforms. You will be rewarded when the time is right. So let us go there. Omena. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, has again warned against the enforcement of sit at home in the southeast of the country. IPOB lawyer IFEANYI EJIOFOR relayed Kanu's message after visiting the sessionist on Thursday at the headquarters of the Department of State Service, DSS, in Abuja. The IPOB Lead Council also revealed that an ally of Kanu, Benjamin Mmado Buugu, was also at the DSS to meet with the detained Biafra agitator. According to the lawyer, Kanu, who last week demanded an end to the sit-at-home rule, hitherto enforced it in the region in a protest against his incarceration, insisted that the exercise remained cancelled. He said during this visit, Unyendu emphatically retreated while dragging his ears. His strong, unequivocally and unapologetic condemnation and the total cancellation of sit at home, he call it a senseless sit at home in the entire southeastern region, hitherto enforced by a few misguided and uninformed criminal elements who choose to be deceived by the serial and unrepentant fraudster operating from the comfort of his one-room apartment in Finland. This one, now IFEANYI EJIOFOR, now he compose this one and write, no me talk am. May we assure Ezigbo Chineke once again that we are moving and gradually heading towards Onyendu's exit door to freedom. We are not relenting and it shall certainly come to pass. September is not far We are waiting next month to see the actions because that is when they scheduled the court to hold. Another one we have here, a family of 6 have been wasted by a reckless truck driver in Imo State, including a bike man. A family of 6 have reportedly been crushed by a careless motorist driving against traffic at the Maternity Junction near Federal Polytechnic, Nekede, in Owerri, Imo State. While the head of the family, who was identified as Arthur, his wife and 14-month-old child, were confirmed instantly by they kicked the bucket. His maid and 2 sons passed away later in an Owerri hospital. What a tragedy day. Information obtained by Daily Post indicated through an eyewitness, who is also a next-door neighbor to the family, indicated that the suspect vehicle veered off his lane and rammed into the family traveling on 2 motorcycles. What a tragedy. Prince McCoy, a neighbor, said the driver was driving against traffic. He said before his untimely passing, Arthur was scheduled to represent Nigeria at a disabled badminton tournament in the United States of America on August 14. Oh, destiny killers and destiny crushers. What have this family done to you? Not even only the man, the entire 6 families, with his sons and daughters, including maid, everybody wasted just like that. Child, God, why? Arthur, as I fondly refer to the victim, was a neighbor of mine in Wetral until last Sunday, when he and his family died. The man stated he only has one hand, and on August 14, 2023, he was scheduled to compete in a disabled badminton championship in the United States. He is the owner of the eatery near Polytechnic School Junction. Actually, the young man who murdered Arthur, also known as the one-arm general, along with his family, is not even the owner of the RS 330. The owner gave him the keys to the car to rush and withdraw money they will use and pay the woman they were buying drinks from at Holy Family. He lost control of the vehicle at a Maternity Junction, Polytechnic, while returning at a high speed, knocking down a Hausa man and the entire family of Arthur in the process. At 11:05 p.m., Arthur and his family were traveling to town, while the suspect was traveling to Polytechnic. He swerved into Arthur and his family after leaving his right lane. On his red, windy machine, Arthur was carrying his wife and their most recent child, a daughter who was 1 year and 2 months old, while another bike was carrying his maid and 2 boys who were roughly 7 and 5 years old. He died immediately with his first child, while his wife, the bike man, and his second child died at the Federal FMC Owerri, according to them. What a tragedy. May their soul rest in perfect peace. And I hear a mighty amen. Army has no part with Asari Dokubo's security outfit, according to the spokesman. The Nigerian Army has said it has no partnership with Niger Delta militant leader Mujahid Asari Dokubo on his security outfit. And what the people are doing about it? A non-state actor raised an army of over 300 militants, parading it on social media, threatening to kill people, anyone that turn against the president, and the military, the DSS, the EFCC, the police, the Navy, the Air Force, the NSSDCD, I mean, what did they call them? Man o' war, all of them keep mute. A country that will work. I have seen it. The ex-militant leader had an interview on a podcast anchored by Channel Television's Sen Okimbaloye, claimed he had a military company engaged by the government to work alongside the military in some states of the Federation. So he made these claims while it is lie and fake. Still yet, you come here to debunk it. That means now, Asari Dokubona is bigger than the entire Nigeria and also their security personnel. As Dr. Boss said, I don't have any army, but I have a private military company that was engaged by the Nigerian government, and I have been doing the work for the Nigerian state. Private military companies exist all over the world. We have Black Waters, we have Wagner, we have so many private military companies. So I have a private military company that is engaged by the government, and we are fighting side by side with the Nigerian military in many places, like Niger, like Niger, Plateau, Abia, Imo, and parts of River State. We are in Anambra too. We are doing a good job, and we are being commended by the host communities. So you are the one that be killing our people in Imo State. It's all right. Truth is coming out small by small. The other day, Sebi Akpabio don't use his hand, open his nyash. Oji gaka mepo onwe yike. Jaka mepo onwe ochi ohun. Now, you don't come out now, they let us know that the killings in Anambra State and Imo State, including Abia, say your hand there in it. Killing innocent souls, all in the name of Ebubago, Abe Ebubatoro. However, when contacted by our correspondent to confirm the claim, the director, Army Public Relations Officer Brigadier General Onyema said the Army had never conducted an operation in any part of the country in collaboration with ASALA Dokubo's men. He said, going by that interview, Dokubo claims he owns a private military company that was engaged by the Nigerian government of Nigeria. The veracity of his claim can only be ascertained by the relevant agency statutorily mandated to license such outfits. However, it must be clarified that the Nigerian Army is not in any form of partnership or collaborative pact with the ex-militant or whatever private sector outfit he claims to own, according to the Brigadier Onyema Nwachukwu. It is also expedient to place on record that contrary to these claims, the Nigerian Army has never conducted any operation jointly or side by side with ASALA or the organization it represents in any of these areas mentioned or in any of theater of operations. This one, our Army spokesperson, General Brigadier Onyema Nwachukwu, now they talk this one. Police, they don't kill 3 people, Mareto, as they raid the hideout of criminals, not IPOB hideout. IPOB, they don't hide hideout, they don't hide. IPOB lives in home, they don't live in bush like the Fulani herdsmen. Back on they talk to Biko, at least 3 people were killed when operatives of the Nigerian police force raided suspected hideouts of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, in Enugu State. The State Command Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, explained in a statement made available to newsmen on Friday morning that while 3 of the suspects were neutralized, others escaped with severe bullet wounds after a gun duel with officers. Ndukwe said the encounter happened in the Imufu community within the Iweze North local government area of Enugu State. He said that the feat was achieved by a combined team of police special force and the police operatives serving in Iweze North Police Division of Enugu State commenced in the morning hours of August 10th. The police mouthpiece disclosed that items recovered from the hoodlums include 4 pump-action guns, 1 locally fabricated revolve gun, and 1 pistol, each with 67 live cartridges, military camouflage uniforms, suspected fabrics of IPOB insignia, objects suspected to be amulets, and others. IPOB insignia must be there for them to confirm. For them to say it is IPOB, they must surely bring all this into notice. The combined team in the morning hours of August 10 raided a suspected IPOB and ESN camp at Imufu in Iweze North local government area, and the team engaged in a gun duel with the criminals. However, 3 of the hoodlums were neutralized in the ensuing gunfight, while many others escaped with the varying degrees of gunshot wounds. Preliminary investigation revealed that the criminals were responsible for the shooting and killing of 2 neighborhood watch group security personnel on July 21 at about 1 a.m. at Umagama in Enugu Ezike community. The Muslims also made several attempts to enforce the illegal sit-at-home order in some parts of the council area recently, Ndukwe noted in the statement. The police spokesman added that the State Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Amani, had reaffirmed the unwavering commitment of the police to weed out unrepentant criminals in the state. He said the commissioner had also lauded the police operatives for successfully executing the operation while tasking them and others to remain firm, resilient, and maintain the tempo. The CP further solicits the continued support of citizens while urging residents of Igboeze, North, council area and owners of the medical facilities in particular to promptly report individuals cited with gunshot wounds in the nearest police station. You can as well get the numbers which you need to call. Contact their police station. South Africa's ex-president Zuma released from prison. Former president of South Africa Jacob Zuma has been released again from prison. Nigerians understand that Zuma appeared at the Escort Correctional Facility on Friday morning and was released under remission process. This is coming after the Constitutional Court last month rejected an attempt to overturn a decision by a lower court that found Zuma's earlier release on medical parole unlawful. The Supreme Court of Appeal in South Africa had months ago ordered the former president back to prison. The Apex Court directed Zuma to finish his sentence to contempt of court or for contempt of court. Recall that Zuma's initial arrest 2 years ago led to violent protests across South Africa that saw over 300 people killed. Zuma H1 was sentenced to 15 months imprisonment for defying a court order to participate in a corruption inquiry into high-level corruption during his 9-year tenure as president. He, however, handed himself over to the authorities in July of 2021 but was released on medical parole due to ill health 2 months later. The former president has since denied all corruption allegations against him. Reaction so as Nigerian lawmakers stop policemen extorting money from passengers in Osun State. Even in this hardship, they still tax people for bribes. The Osun State Speaker of the House of Assembly, Adewale Egbedun, has expressed displeasure at some policemen extorting money from passengers in the state. Nigerian report that a viral video online shows some police officers covering their faces as a voice in the background claims they were extorting money from youths. According to him, the speaker collected back the money from them and he was seen in the video urging the youths to make a video of the police officers. The illegal act of the police officers extorting money from people is no longer new, which many netizens pointed out while reacting to the videos. Narosi wrote, "You all want police to be cautioned. Here is a leader doing his bit, and there are some of you bashing him and remembering that he also steals. Why not save his embezzlement trials for another time and commend him for defending the youth against those meant to protect them at that time? He could have walked away and nothing will happen, at least." Davi wrote, "We all know that the first job description of a Nigerian police is extortion. That is what they taught them when they went for training." Official Challenge wrote, "Nigerian police will never change from evil and bribery." Nafi Original wrote, "Seriously, this is not funny, but Mr. Speaker should not pretend as if he doesn't know that the police exploit people on the road in Osun State, except if he was well built from Lagos to become Speaker in Osun State." Anyway, my wonderful people, now here we go. Now the few reaction where we feel take go. Let's continue with the other news that we have here. According to Nasir El-Rufai, he say he don't lose focus or he don't lose concentration. Interest, according to him. El-Rufai loses interest in President Tinubu's ministerial appointment, recommends replacement. The former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai has reportedly withdrawn his interest in the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ministerial appointment. Nigerians learned that Nasiru El-Rufai lost interest in serving in President Tinubu's cabinet after a meeting at the presidential villa on Tuesday. Recall that the El-Rufai visited the president a day after the Senate confirmed 45 ministerial nominees after a week-long cleaning and confirmation. The upper legislative chamber, however, withheld its confirmation and those of two others, citing security reports from the State Security Service for the action. The two others were a former Senate from Taraba, Sanadan Lade, and a nominee from Delta State, Stella Okotete. A presidency source who spoke with the Premium Times revealed that El-Rufai was no longer interested in becoming a minister due to his current doctorate program, but would continue to contribute his quota to the development of the Nigeria as a private citizen. The source said he also told the president that he needs time to focus on his doctorate program at a university in the Netherlands. The former governor is a student for a doctorate in public policy at the United Nations University, Massachusetts. Another insider also told the publication that El-Rufai suggested a new ministerial nominee, Jafaru Ibrahim Sani, for Kaduna State, saying the president will find him helpful and resourceful. Also during the meeting, President Tinubu also told the former governor he received petitions critical to his ministerial nomination. The president, however, demanded 24 hours of grace to review the petitions and the SSS report to the Senate to enable him to reach a decision. At that point, El-Rufai responded that he was no longer interested in being a minister, since it appears some forces around the president were scheming intensely to block his emergence as federal minister. Recall that El-Rufai disclosed during his confirmation hearing on August 1 that Tinubu asked him to work with him on the country's power problem. According to him, the president has given a target of 7 years for Nigeria to stop experiencing power outages in the country. Speaking on the development at the Tuesday meeting, El-Rufai reportedly told the president that since he would no longer be in the Federal Executive Council, he would return with his team to present the preliminary work done so far on the energy sector. The escape bullet, now they ended up in a nuclear blast, according to Aisha Yusuf, reacts to high exchange rates. A human rights activist, Aisha Yusuf, has decried the alarming spike in the dollar to naira exchange rate. Nigerians report that since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu commenced the monetary policy reforms and the floating of the naira, the country has continued to experience a high exchange rate. At the parallel market, a dollar is currently being exchanged for 920 naira. In a video shared online, Aisha said that some people claimed they escaped the bullet but instead ended up with a nuclear blast. While tackling the government policies that have led to the spike in the exchange rate, Yusuf said they are just haphazard and not aligning. She said that with the current spike, Nigerians might find themselves exchanging 2,000 naira for a dollar. She said life comes hard at everyone. You do how you see anyhow. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. They said they escaped a bullet, but now they find themselves in a nuclear blast. Dollar is heading to 1,000 naira. I just to tweet it then. I would say the way we are going, we might find ourselves at a dollar 2,000 naira. That is when some people will now say, maybe Buhari was not that bad, since the other one was based on how much dollar is. In Nigeria, the way to be competent is to ensure the person after you is worse. That is how we all do it. In terms of nation building, in a situation like this, it is understandable if you are having hardship, because if you need to take certain decisions, it must come with hardship. But when you are having hardship with no clear-cut plans, the policies are not aligned. They are just haphazard than in a bigger problems, according to Aisha Yusuf. Explain to also why you have holiday allowance after collecting 70 billion naira. Rufai Oseni to Akpabio. Popular Nigerian news anchor Rufai Hussaini has called for an explanation over the Senate President Godswill Akpabio token statement during the plenary. Nigerian news record that Akpabio had made a gaffe during a plenary when he mistakenly revealed that tokens had been sent to senators to enjoy their holidays. A video clip showing Akpabio making the blunder had gone viral on social media. The incident reportedly happened on Monday after the senators concluded their screening and confirmation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's ministerial nominees. In order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a token has been sent to our various accounts by clerk of the National Assembly. The clip was greeted with heavy backlash from Nigerians, lamenting that the lawmakers were having a field day while the citizenry were wallowing in penury. Weighing in on the incident during Arise TV morning show, Hussaini argued that the Senate President owed the Nigerian people an explanation. He wondered how the lawmakers who have collected the 70 billion are now entitled to holiday allowance. He lamented that the same people Nigerians voted with hope and expectations have turned the country into a joke. You can as well watch the analysis on Arise TV show. Anyway, my wonderful people, be like saying, now here we go take back our kaya and I go with the go so. If you never subscribe to my channel, endeavor to do that anytime soon. Like my content, make you do what? Make you comment. Make you do what? Subscribe. And make you do what? Make you share this message to all your friends anywhere where they dey. Tell them, say, this one are coming from Okute Daily Talk, where you get things the way it is. So have a nice day and have a nice weekend. May the God Almighty bless you all as you watch, as you share, as you comment, and as you subscribe. To God be the glory that today is Friday. We are going for bang bang dim dim. Bye for now, my wonderful people. KMSian.